So this video is for the week 9 of the 4th grade review for science. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. That's not sharing my screen. There we go, sharing my screen. So these are the answers for the week 9 science review. So Saturn is the 6th planet from the sun, Venus is the 2nd planet from the sun, and Mars is the 4th planet from the sun. Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system, and the sun is the largest object, right? The sun's not a planet, but is the largest object. It's actually a star. There are 8 planets in our solar system, and Pluto used to be a planet. When I was in elementary school, we had 9, but they've now classified Pluto as a dwarf planet. And we needed to match the weather. So D, cirrus clouds, remember those cirrus the horse, like the wispy ones high up in the sky, those are the fair weather or feathery. Stratus are the ones kind of like that gray blanket right above us, and it's a light rain or a drizzle. Cumulus nimbus are those stormy with thunder and lightning, and then the cumulus are those puffy, like cotton balls. They mean fair weather, right? Fair means nice. Neptune is the 8th planet. Mercury is the closest to the sun, it's our 1st planet, and Earth is the 3rd. Which one's not a terrestrial? That would be Saturn, right? Terrestrial means like rocky. So those are the first 4. So my very eager mother, Mars, Venus, Earth, Mercury. Sorry, Mercury, excuse me, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Which one's not a gas giant? So gas giant are the 4 last ones. So just served us nuggets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So Earth is not a gas giant. The front is the boundary between air masses of different temperature and different humidity, and air pressure is due to the weight of the air. So there is air pressure, there's pressure in the sky right now pushing on our bodies. And so the reason why our bodies aren't like crumpling under all the pressures, because there's actually pressure inside of our bodies pushing out. So the pressures meet basically at our skin, right? We got pressure from inside our body pushing on the skin, meaning our skin's not just going to like rip open, because there's also pressure on the outside. So they equal each other, which is why we're not ripping open or actually crumbling, because there's pressure inside and pressure outside. Julie's going to report on the farthest planet from our solar system. She should look up information on Neptune. Matthew wants to know more about the planet between Jupiter and Uranus. Well, that would be Saturn. And then we need to do them from largest to smallest. So not only do we need to know them in their order from the sun, so that's where my very eager mother just served us nuggets. We also actually need to know them from biggest to smallest. So what the phrase I use is Jason, Jupiter, Saturn, under Uranus, 90, Neptune, 8, Earth, vicious, Venus, monsters, Mars, munching, Mercury. And I remember that Mars, the monsters is Mars, because they both begin with M and end with S. And then Mercury, both of them, is the munching, and both have an M and a U. So Jason sat under 98, vicious, monsters, munching. So that's the phrase I use to remember them from biggest to smallest. In liquid volume, we use a graduated cylinder. So that's that kind of tall, skinny thing, and it's got the lines on it. And then we needed to order them from 1 to 5. 1 being the closest to the sun and 5 being the farthest away. So Mercury would be 1, Mercury 1, Earth 2, those are wrong. Mars 3, Jupiter 4, and Uranus 5. And now we need to do smallest to largest. So Mercury is the smallest one, then Mars 2, then 3 Earth, then 4 Uranus, and 5 Jupiter. The biggest and the smallest, she wants to compare them. Well, she needs to study Mercury and Jupiter. And then producers, they make their own food and are at the beginning of every single food web. All right, hopefully you guys did well. See you next time. Bye.